What's happening, everyone? How are we all? Hope we're all sound as a pound. Thank you for pressing play on another one of my YouTube videos. Before I get into it, if you're not already, I'd appreciate a subscribe. Get in the comments and get involved in the conversation. Love talking to you lot. It's great. So, the topic of today's video, you probably already know, is the PlayStation 1. What a fantastic console this was. Originally, this was supposed to be a collaboration between Sony and Nintendo, but for whatever happened, probably money reasons, weren't it? Let's be honest. Sony decided to go their own way, and we ended up with the PlayStation, a fantastic console, home to many fantastic legendary games that still hold up even today. I think when the PlayStation come out, obviously it was the first, well, one that properly used, successfully used, we should say, CDs for the games. Before there was a lot of cartridges, weren't they? Maybe, you know, Sega with the Mega CD, or what year did the Saturn come out? Did the Saturn come out before the PS1? So originally bought out in 1994 in Europe, and it got the attention of a lot of publishers and game developers that wanted to make games for the PS1. So a massive library of games come to the PS1. In this video, I'm going to go over a couple of my favourites, and I'd like to know what your favourites are as well. So like I said earlier, get in the comments, get involved in the conversations, let us know what your favourite games are for the PlayStation 1. Like all PlayStation systems, since the first one, then they weren't happy with the base model, and now they bring out another one, the PS1, the little one, and this one come with a screen as well, doesn't it? I haven't got the screen to date, but it's definitely on my list. Believe I'll be on the lookout for it. But yeah, the PS1. Sticking with the hardware, I want to talk about the controller. Now obviously this was the second controller, the DualShock. One of my favourite controllers of all time. Even still now, I love this. Revolutionary. We'll get there in the end. Revolutionary. And it just fits perfect on it. I much prefer this to the DualSense and stuff like that with the weird touchpad on it. I really prefer this. This is probably my favourite controller of all time. I must add, I do have the original PlayStation 1 controller, but once the DualShock come about, it was just well better, wasn't it? Still a really good controller, but I think that the DualShock just blew this one away, didn't it? And then it feels weird with not on there now playing. The PlayStation 1 was home to a lot of light gun games, like we have here. The Namco G-Con, famous for games like Time Crisis, but I don't really have Time Crisis in the... We'll get to that in a minute, we'll get to the games. But the G-Con, what are your thoughts on the light gun games? Did you play any? Let us know. Along with some other consoles, but the PlayStation was the home to the start of some iconic franchises, such as Resident Evil. Here we have the first Resident Evil, the Platinum version, but the first Resident Evil, as well as Resident Evil 1, we also have 2 and 3 in the collection. 3 being my favourite of the 3 of them. What's your favourite? I've also got the light gun game, which is Resident Evil Survivor. Quite hard to come by, this one. While we're on the topic of survival horror games for the PlayStation 1, it'll be harsh not to mention Silent Hill. Now this is a game that gets stupidly expensive, so one that I'm made up to have in my collection. Silent Hill goes for roughly between £150 and £200 these days. I got mine from a cash converters or a cash generator for only a tenner. Absolutely mint condition as well. Complete with the manual. Complete with the manual and the demo disc. And I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Cannot argue with that for £10. Absolute bargain. And like I said, it goes for like £150 to £200. So Silent Hill in my collection, I'm made up. I can never come on here and talk about the PS1 without talking about a certain little purple guy. Yes, that's right, Spyro. Spyro 2, this is my childhood copy. I absolutely adore this game. The hours I've sank into playing Spyro 2 is ridiculous. But what a game, worth every minute. I absolutely adore this game. I've got the others as well, Spyro 1 and 3. Spyro 1, I haven't got the front cover for it, but Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. Fantastic games, a massive place in my heart for Spyro. Like I said, Spyro 2, this game was my childhood. A while ago, I set myself a target to buy every single Star Wars game on any console. And I started with the PlayStation 1, and I've done it. So, starting with Masters of Teräs, Star Wars Dark Forces. I've just completed the remaster of this and got the Platinum Trophy. Star Wars Rebel Assault. Star Wars Demolition. Jedi Power Battles. And the Phantom Menace. Every Star Wars game released for the PS1 here in my hands. Moving on, that's a topic for a different video, but my collection of Star Wars games, and there they are. Now I could be here forever talking about the PS1 and the iconic games, but some games that I couldn't miss out off this list are the likes of Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy VII. Two amazing games that are loved by everyone. Metal Gear is my favourite out of these two, but I absolutely love these games as well. So, another series I just have to come on and talk about, and that is the Tomb Raider series, starting from number 1 to number 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's quite hard, that. I thought I was going to drop one then. But Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic games. Legendary Lara Croft. If you can see there, she's just... There she is up there. Just above my head. Big fan of Tomb Raider. Big fan of Lara Croft. Love her. What do you think? I wonder if we're ever going to get a remake or a remaster of Dino Crisis 1 and 2. Capcom have smashed it with the Resident Evil remakes. I'd love it for them to do this one. The PS1 was an amazing game console. Graphics wise, for the time it was great on some of them, but then on some others, like Harry Potter, they become a meme, didn't they? The whole PS1 Hagrid. I'll pop a little picture here. PS1 Hagrid, stuff like that. Take nothing away from the game, no. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It's still worth a play, but yeah, don't expect too much graphically from the early 90s. One thing I do miss about the PS1 and older games is cheat codes. We never really have them anymore, do we? It's always just a pay-to-win type of thing. Like Alien Trilogy. Does anyone remember the cheat code for this? I got 8 pink CID boots on. You'd unlock everything. Legendary cheat code, and I don't know why. It's stuck with me and will do forever. I'll be here forever if I was to go along every single PS1 game and talk about it. I could talk about it forever, but that was just a couple of my favourites, and there's the full collection there on the shelf.